Good evening. Whenever I talk about investment, I clearly state that I am a follower of Ben Graham. Ben Graham was a legendary investment guru. His record as an investment manager was very good, but maybe not spectacular as his disciples was. But when we measure these two success track records, we have to understand that Benjamin Graham operated at a time when currency was more honest and currency was pegged to gold. Therefore, it was very difficult for somebody to print currency as they pleased. That era started only in the Second World War, and even then there was a lot of conservatism. Only in 1971 was the link completely broken. But by then, Graham had retired, and by 74 he had passed on. So to compare Ben Graham's record with that of his student and others would not be fair because currency lost its values completely after his time. But the principles he taught us are very valuable and will remain with us. And whenever the market loses sense of touch with reality, people like Buffett and his followers watch from the sidelines, wait and watch, and wait for the right moment to buy stocks. Two quotes of Buffett come up very clearly when I speak. One, when you buy things you don't need, later you will sell things that you need. The other thing is you get greedy when others are fearful and be fearful when others are greedy. These two quotes are attributed to Buffett. But he picked it all this up, these lessons, from the feet of the master himself. And what we have of Graham is the books he wrote. One is Security Analysis, and the other is The Intelligent Investor. I made an attempt to summarize that book in Tamil, but paucity of time meant that I didn't progress beyond chapter 10. The interesting aspect of Intelligent Investor is you value the business that is underlying under a stock. Every stock is not a piece of paper or an entry in a computer screen. There is an underlying business under every stock. So one needs to have to understand the business and value it as a private investor. What do you mean by valuing as a private investor? How much will you pay to own that company completely, if you can buy that completely? To make things simpler for people like you and me, he introduced a mythical concept of a person called Mr. Market. And he said Mr. Market's moods dictate the near term value of stock markets. So what he said, when Mr. Market is in a mood of euphoria and he is doing very well, he will buy any amount of stock at whatever price the market is willing to give. We seem to be in such an euphoric mood these days. But what he wants us, and what most of these people who have opened demat accounts in the last 24 months and have invested in stocks only in the last 24 months seriously do not realize is that Mr. Market is a split personality. So when he's a split personality, so when he gets into depression, he becomes manic depressive. If he becomes manically depressive, he is going to be very angry with people who have cheated him, whom he thinks have cheated him, and starts to dump all the stocks that he has bought, irrespective of the price. When that happens, then there will be margin calls on the industry because most of the trade takes place in margins. People are leveraged. So as the prices of the underlying asset drops, people have to either bring in more money or they have to sell stocks. Therefore, the fall in a stock market is more rapid and more quick than what is normal in a rising market. The end can come rather very quickly. What is a probable condition for the markets to go down? Like Buffett says, like we have gravity that keeps us on the ground in the earth, and that is why we are not floating about. If you jump from a skyscraper, you will fall down. You throw a ball, it has to come down. Similarly, stock prices have a gravity pull, and that gravitational force is interest rates. Worldwide, interest rates have been extremely low since 2008. For the last 20 years, especially in the developed world, there has been no inflation. And since there has been no inflation, interest rates have been kept artificially low. And because interest rates are artificially low, stocks have been unanchored and are floating like a helium balloon. Let me give you an example to make you understand what I mean and what the great Ben Graham taught us. Nykaa, which went public just now, had a blockbuster listing, is trading at 2108 or 2189 as I speak. It reported a profit of around 1.2 crores for the entire 3 months. The market cap of Nykaa is 1.06 lakh crores. It's a trillion rupee stock. 1 lakh 6,000 crores on a profit of 1.2. Now look at a company which is more than 100 years old. In fact, will become 125 shortly. Is now making a profit of 12,000 rupees per quarter. And the quarter before that, it made 10,000 rupees, and the quarter before that was another 10,000 crores. So in the last 3 quarters, it has made 32,000 crores. And that company's market cap is only 1.48 lakh crores. A company has been in existence for more than 110 years. That company is now trading at 1.48 lakh crores. It is generating a profit of 12,000 crores per quarter, whereas Nykaa is only in existence for 8 years, has barely turned profitable. Profits this quarter has declined. Profit is only 1.2 crores and the market's value 1,06,000 crores. Is it the case? Then people will tell us there is a growth and there is value. Today, JSW Steel has increased prices. It increased prices in October. It increased prices in November. Tata Steel will follow soon. So, steel is a permanent business. Steel is not going to go out of fashion. Tata Steel has cut its debt, will continue to cut its debt, is making 12,000 crores of profit in an industry where they are completely dominating in India, and they have brought down the price. They have brought down their debt, which was their weakness. The market, Mr.Market values it at 1.48 lakh crores. You have another company which is making 1 crore per quarter. Even if the business goes 100 times, the profits are not going to go 100 times. There is no way this company is going to make 12,000 crores in a quarter in the next 20 years. This is what Benjamin Graham talked about the euphoria of Mr. Market. Please understand that there is a lot of euphoria, and here I am not talking about companies which make losses, about only companies which make profits. Thank you for watching. Be rich. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification. नमस्कार, मेरा नाम आनंद श्रीनिवासन है और मैं एक पर्सनल फाइनेंस कंसल्टेंट हूँ। मैं 2 YouTube चैनल चलाता हूँ पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में। एक मनी पेज तमिल में है। मेरे बहुत से दोस्त बोले कि मैं हिंदी में एक चैनल शुरू करूं, तो मैंने एक पैसा बोलता है नाम का एक हिंदी चैनल शुरू किया है। मैं पर्सनल निवेश के बारे में ही बात करूंगा। आप उसको सब्सक्राइब करें, अपने दोस्तों को शेयर करें। अगर आप हिंदी नहीं जानते हैं तो पैसा करें। जो आपके दोस्त हिंदी जानते हैं उनको सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए आग्रह करें। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।